Well, hi there, it's Graham Cooper here from Cooper and Cooper Investment Property Solutions, and we just want to say hi again. And look, a couple of questions have been answered over the last month or so. I did mention this in one of our previous videos, but I just thought I might cover it again. People say to me, well, if you become an investor, and if you achieve what you want to achieve, and it gives you a bit more freedom, of course, which is what life is about having some freedom to do some of the things that you like to do. Then what sort of things do you do? Well, look, I can say that back in 1980 or thereabouts, before we had children, my wife and I, we basically sold up in Sydney a couple of properties that we had, and bought a couple more up in Coffs Harbour. And during that time in Coffs Harbour, we of course were enjoying the good life, going fishing, and as my father used to say, when you get to where you want to go, just go fishing, son. Well, if you go fishing every day for 3 or 6 months, let me tell you that, well, for me anyway, as a young 30-odd-year-old, that I got bored. Yes, absolutely, B-O-R-E-D. I did get bored, and I needed something else, and so my father always had an interest in lapidary and gemstone hunting, and so I joined the local Coffs Harbour Lapidary Club and began to educate myself about gemology, and about the wonderful resources that Australia has. Australia is one of the few countries in the world that has an amazing array of gems and minerals yet to be found even, and so yes, I became rather passionate about that, and so what it actually eventuated was that my wife and I ended up taking our Volvo wagon and heading north to Queensland and northern New South Wales to look for gems. And in that time we went to a few places. I can tell you, along the Longreach Road, between Rockhampton and Longreach, we came across a little place called Yowa, where we went looking for boulder opal. Now, here I have a couple, so these are some of the things I'm now doing all those years later, 40 odd years later. I'm preparing some of these stones, and what you might be able to see here, it could be difficult. You can see some of the colour, say particularly on that one at the top there, look. See some of the greens and blues coming out, and lots of other colours there. So working on that stone at the moment, and the others of course. This is a process called glassing, where, because it's boulder opal, it has lots of inclusions of sand and the like, and so one has to fill in those little holes before you begin shaping and polishing the stone. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm what we call glassing the stone, the boulder opal. So there you can see a few of the colours there. Here's a few little pieces, just little pieces, but you might be able to see some of the colours. There you go. Particularly the middle one there has one of the rarest colours, of course, in opal is red, and that middle one there, the longish one, has some beautiful red colour in the centre of the stone. It's a bit difficult in this light because we need to have hard daylight, and I'm using, there you can see a bit of green and a bit of purple there in the middle stone, and up there you go, it's flashing a bit, and on the end one here there's lots of green. Yeah, but anyway, and of course things like making some cabochons, so like chrysoprase, which is like an Australian form of jade, but it's actually called chrysoprase. It's a nice, very nice stone, cuts very well. Of course, rhodonite, which is also a nice stone They even use this for making kitchen tops, of course, and things like that. It's a form of granite. Okay, so that's quite nice. All these things found in Australia. This one is really quite amazing. This is turquoise, and you can see lots of rough pieces there, but being cleaned up to make all sorts of beautiful things. Of course, the North American Indians were known highly for their use of turquoise, as is in many countries. It's quite a sacred gem in many countries. But there you go. So just wanted to, show you a couple of things. So the story is that we went, my wife and I went in 1980 and 81, and then we were actually operating a real estate office in the late 80s under the Professionals Group, and we decided then we'd had our children, and they were at a young impressionable age, I think 7 and 9 from memory, or 8 and 10, 8 and 10 to be more exact, and we took them back up into the fields there. We didn't go to Yowa, but we went right up into northern Queensland, opposite Cairns and Innisfail there, out into what they call the Atherton Tablelands, and there we found, of course, topaz, and also at Rubyvale, of course, which is self-explanatory. We found sapphires and rubies and the like. Ruby is simply a red sapphire. So we found some beautiful blue sapphires in Rubyvale. Okay, but anyway, look, just wanted to try and make it a short video. So, that's just one of the things you can do. And of course, you can go fishing. But, yeah, so we have lots of, different specimens of gems that we've, put into a bank vault many years ago, and still basically it's there for us to work with when we retire. Okay, but anyway, look, that's enough from me at the moment. Just wanted to, again, just give you some ideas, and that's what we're here for. So it's Graham Cooper here from Cooper & Cooper Investment Property Solutions. Don't forget, hit the like button on the video by all means, and you can certainly subscribe to our videos. We have around about 40 videos coming into the market this year, 2021. And of course, go to our website at www.cooperandcooper.com.au and fill in our contact form, and we'll be happy to chat with you and assist you on your journey. So get in there. Time waits for no one. It's time to get on with it. Don't procrastinate any longer. This is the year to do it. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.